Good morning students, welcome all of you to online English class. In the previous class, we discussed Romeo and Juliet. In that, we discussed how Romeo expressed his true love feelings for Juliet. Let us just recapitulate what we have discussed in the previous class. If we see the recapitulation, or if you look at the previous class, when Romeo attended the grand supper in disguise to see Rosalind, instead of seeing Rosalind, he saw Juliet. After seeing Juliet, he completely forgotten Rosalind because Juliet was far more beautiful than Rosalind. Then he felt that that is the moment for him, the moment of love at first sight. Later he started expressing his true feelings for Juliet. He said that Juliet can teach the torches to burn bright. It means Juliet's charm was more brighter than the torches. And he even said, it seems, it's look like Juliet hangs upon the cheek of night as a rich jewel in an Ethiop's ear. It means if an African lady wears a rich jewel, then that rich jewel will be highlighted in the same way Juliet was getting highlighted in that grand supper. Why only Juliet was getting highlighted? Because Juliet was the only beautiful girl among all other girls in that party. He even said her beauty was too rich for use, for earth too dear. Her beauty was too rich for use. What does it mean? It means she is very, very beautiful in a way that before touching Juliet, Romeo has to think so many times. She was that much sensitive, complex beauty. If you have any expensive thing with you, before using it, you will think to use it carefully. You are not going to use it in a rough way, rough manner. In that way, Juliet's beauty was a very, very expensive beauty, and it was too rich for use, and for earth too dear. It means her beauty was not earthly beauty, her beauty was heavenly beauty. And later he says, Juliet was exactly like a snowy dove among the crows. So here crows refers to Juliet's friends and snowy dove refers to Juliet. What a comparison, contradictory imagery here. So what is that contradictory imagery? That image is snowy dove refers to Juliet and crows refers to her friends. Look at the contradiction, black versus white. Juliet's friends were very black, were not attractive. Here Juliet is very much attractive. She is the center of attraction for Romeo. That's why she is compared to snowy dove. And snowy dove, dove is a symbol of love. And as soon as Romeo saw Juliet, he fell in love. So that's why she had compared to a snowy dove. The measure done, I will watch her place of stand. After the dance, even Romeo wanted to watch Juliet and her place of stand, and he wanted to touch her. By touching Juliet's hand, Romeo's rude hand will be blessed. So why Romeo's hand is rude hand? Because Romeo is a warrior, so that's why his hand he calls as rude hand. By touching Juliet's sensitive, beautiful, fair complexioned hand, Romeo's hand will be blessed. And later he questions himself, did my heart love till now? Why he is posing a question to himself? Because earlier he thought that he is loving Rosalind, but now he realized no, he is not loving Rosalind, he is in love with Juliet. So that's why he questioned like that. And later he even swears on his eyesight that he had never seen such a true beauty till that night. So before seeing Juliet, Romeo had not seen such a beauty. So here true beauty, the amazing, mesmerizing, hypnotizing beauty refers to Juliet. Like this, Romeo expresses his true feelings for Juliet and even describes the beauty of Juliet. So that is about the previous class. So let us come back to today's class. In today's class we are going to see and we are going to discuss how Juliet even attracted by Romeo. Even though she got to know that Romeo belongs to Montague's family, that's her rival family, enemy family, still she is in love with Romeo. And how she expresses her true love feelings for Romeo. Let us see. I am going to read it out for you. Juliet. Come night, come Romeo, come thou day in night, for thou wilt lie upon the wings of night, whiter than new snow on a raven's back. Come gentle night, come loving black-browed night, give me my Romeo, and when I shall die, take him and cut him out in little stars, and he will make the face of heaven so fine, that all the world will be in love with night and pay no worship to the garish sun. So once again I will read it out. Come night, come Romeo, come thou day in night, for thou wilt lie upon the wings of night, whiter than new snow on a raven's back. Come gentle night, come loving black-browed night, give me my Romeo, and when I shall die, take him and cut him out in little stars, and he will make the face of heaven so fine, and that all the world will be in love with night and pay no worship to the garish sun. So here you have to see this soliloquy by Juliet. It is taken from Act 3 and Scene 2. It means after the dance ended, even Juliet started thinking about Romeo. And so this scene is taken, this scene exactly like this. Juliet, she is standing in her balcony and now she is speaking to herself and she is remembering Romeo. Come night, come Romeo, come thou day in night. She is summoning, means calling. She is inviting. She is inviting, summoning, calling night. She is summoning and inviting the night. Why she is inviting the night? Come Romeo. And she is not only inviting the night, she is inviting Romeo as well. Why she is inviting Romeo only at night? Because they belong to rival families. If they meet at daytime, anybody can see them. So that's why she is summoning night and she is calling Romeo only at night. Come night, come Romeo, come thou day in night. So here thou means you. In Old English thou means you. So she is calling Romeo. Thou day in night. Day in night. So here day refers to Romeo. It means when Romeo comes at night, the night becomes day for Juliet. Why the night becomes day for Juliet? So what is the difference between day and night? The major difference between day and night is day is filled with light, brightness, and night is filled with darkness. Right? Brightness, so here we have darkness. But when Romeo comes, so Romeo is just like a day in night. It means the night is going to become day with the beauty and charm of Romeo. With the handsome looks, with the beauty, with the handsomeness of Romeo, the night is going to become day for Juliet. It is not actually becoming day, but Juliet is saying if Romeo comes at night, then the night is going to become day just because of the handsomeness, handsome looks and beauty, charm of Romeo. For thou wilt lie upon the wings of night. Now she is saying, for thou wilt lie upon the wings of night. So thou means you. You, wilt means will. In Old English, will means will. you will lie upon the wings of night. So here night is compared to wings. Wings of a bird. So here night is compared to a bird. On that bird, on the wings of that bird, you will lie upon the wings of night. It means Romeo is going to come on the wings of night. So on the wings of night, so here night is compared to a bird, and which is that bird? Raven. Raven is a black bird which is related to the family of crow. Raven is a black bird which is related to the family of crow. So here, whiter than new snow on a raven's back. Romeo is going to come. Romeo is going to come on the back of raven. So raven is a black bird. On the back of that bird, Romeo is going to come just like a new snow. Just imagine this scene. We have a black bird. On that bird, we have new snow. New snow which is white in color. Which is pure white in color and which will be highlighted. Obviously, the new snow, white snow will be highlighted on that black bird. So just like that, in the night time, when Romeo comes, Romeo is getting highlighted because of his handsomeness, handsome looks. Whiter than new snow on a raven's back. So just like a new snow comes on raven's back, Romeo is coming at night. Come, gentle night, come loving black-browed night. She is inviting, summoning night. So that is gentle night. So why it is gentle night? So gentle, it is pleasurable. For her, pleasurable night, happy night. Why? That is the only moment, that's the only time when she can see Romeo. Come gentle night, come loving black-browed night. It is not just night. So night usually black. What is black-browed night? Black-browed means is that night is dipped. Broad means dipped. Dipped in the color of black. It means jet black. That is jet black night, dark black. In that night, Romeo is coming. So just like a new snow on raven's back. Come gentle night, come loving black-browed night. So loving, you need to underline this. She is not loving the day. She loves night. Why? Because that's the only time for Romeo to see Juliet. Give me my Romeo, and when I shall die. Give me my Romeo. She is speaking to night, or you can take it as she is speaking to fate. She is speaking to night, or she is speaking to fate. Give me my Romeo, and when I shall die. It means Juliet is requesting, asking the night to give her Romeo, and when she died, means after her death, Juliet wants Romeo to cut him out in little stars. It means the night should cut Romeo into little stars. So why? So that he can make the face of heaven so fine. So here Juliet is requesting the night, or requesting the fate, after Juliet's death, the night should cut Romeo into little stars so that Romeo can make the face of heaven so fine. So make face of heaven so fine means, so here it symbolizes sky. Face of heaven means, so sky. So where do we find stars? In sky, right? So that's why here face of heaven means sky. So now after Juliet's death, Romeo will be cut into little stars and he is placed in the sky as stars. Then he will make the face of heaven so fine that all the world will be in love with night. So now when Romeo decorates the sky as little stars, when Romeo he himself become little stars and he is placed in the sky as stars, then all the world, it means all the people in the world, they will be in love with night. So usually people they like day, not night. But here when Romeo becomes little stars and placed in the sky, each and everybody starts loving the night because of the beauty of that night. So why here the night is very beautiful? Because Romeo is just placed in the sky as stars. So that's why here night is very beautiful than day. According to Juliet, after Juliet's death, Romeo will be cut into little stars and placed in the sky. Then that sky is going to become very, very beautiful and the whole night is going to become beautiful. Then all the people in the world, they are going to be in love with night rather than day. They like night, not day. And pay no worship to the garish sun. And nobody is going to worship sun. So if we see Greek tradition, Greek mythology, they worship sun as God. And even Hindu culture also, they worship sun as God. So that's why early in the morning they do Surya Namaskar. Right? So that's why here she is saying, and pay no worship to the garish sun. Usually people, they worship garish sun. So here garish means very, very bright and burning. Bright and burning. For example, we can't observe continuously, look at sun with our naked eyes. Can we look at sun with our naked eyes? No, it is not possible. The garish sun means who is burning, who is very bright. But people, they are not going to worship the sun. Instead, they are going to worship and light night because of Romeo. So I am going to repeat it once again. Juliet, after the dance, she is just standing in her balcony and she is remembering Romeo. Come night, come Romeo, come thou, day and night. She is saying that, inviting night, and she is inviting Romeo as well. So why she is inviting night and eagerly waiting? She is inviting night so that Romeo can come and see her. Thou day and night, Romeo is just like day in night. For thou will lie upon the wings of night. So here Juliet is saying that Romeo is going to come on the wings of night. So here night is compared with the wings of a bird. Which bird she is speaking about? She is speaking about raven. Raven is a very black bird which is related to the family of crows. And on that black bird, Juliet is going to come just like a new snow on raven's back. So here new snow you need to just imagine, which is pure white in color. If you see snow, that is pure white in color. So here pure white symbolizes pure love and the beauty of Romeo. So Romeo is that much beautiful and the night is that much dark. Because of Romeo's beauty, the night is becoming beautiful. Come gentle night, come loving black-browed night. She is loving night, not day, because that's the only time when Romeo and Juliet can meet. So that's why she is saying gentle night, pleasurable, happy night, loving night, black-browed night. That night is not just black, black-browed night. Black-browed night means if that night is dipped into the color of black, means jet black night, dark night. Give me my Romeo and when I shall die. After Juliet's death, Juliet is requesting the fate, or she is asking the night to cut Romeo into little stars so that they can meet in heaven. And after Romeo cut into little stars and placed in the sky, Romeo is making the face of heaven so fine. So here face of heaven signifies sky. Where do we find stars at night? In sky. After Romeo is placed as stars in the sky, then the night looks very, very beautiful. Then the whole world will be in love with night. So instead of liking and worshipping the day, people started loving night because of the beauty of Romeo. that all the world will be in love with night and pay no worship to the garish sun. So nobody is going to worship or nobody is going to like day. Instead, everybody is going to like the night because Romeo is there in the sky as little stars. It means even after her death, Juliet wants to be with Romeo. If he is placed as stars in the sky, then Romeo and Juliet, both of them, they can meet in the heaven. So that's why Juliet is requesting the night to cut Romeo into little stars. So here we can see how much immortal Juliet's love for Romeo. So even after death, she wants to be with Romeo. Not only to live together, she wants to die together and she wants to be with Romeo even after her death. So these phrases, these expressions clearly shows Juliet's immortal and evergreen love feelings for Romeo. So this is how even Juliet started expressing her true love feelings for Romeo. In the play, so not in the extract, in the play, after saying this much, so Juliet is speaking to herself, that's a soliloquy. But she was not knowing that when Juliet is speaking to herself, Romeo was right under her window, under her balcony and listening to Juliet. And after listening these many phrases and feelings, he climbs up to the balcony and even he proposes Juliet. So that's how Romeo and Juliet, they started expressing their true love feelings for each other. They did not express it directly, they expressed their true love feelings indirectly. So here Juliet, she is speaking to herself about Romeo. In the same way, in the previous class we have seen that Romeo is speaking to himself about Juliet. So he is just expressing his true love feelings for Juliet. So that's how the second soliloquy ends, and this soliloquy clearly shows the true love feelings of Juliet for Romeo. I want you to make a note of the important points, important key points. In that first one, Juliet, I want all of you to make a note of it. Juliet invites the knight as well as Romeo. The first key point, Juliet invites the knight as well as Romeo. Second key point, Romeo is just like day in night. Romeo is just like day in night. Romeo is just like day in night. Next point, Romeo will lie upon the wings of night. Romeo will lie upon the wings of night. Romeo will lie upon the wings of night. Next point, Romeo is compared to a new snow. Romeo is compared to a new snow on Raven's back. Romeo is compared to a new snow on Raven's back, where Raven is dark black in color and new snow is pure white in color. Where Raven is dark black in color and new snow is pure white in color. Juliet invites the gentle knight. Juliet invites the gentle knight. She likes night rather than day. She likes night instead of day because night is the only time when Romeo and Juliet can meet together. Romeo and Juliet can meet and she requests the knight to give her Romeo. She requests the knight to give her Romeo. After her death, she wants the knight to cut Romeo into little stars, and place in the face of heaven, that is sky, and place in the face of heaven. Next point, Romeo will make the face of heaven so fine. Romeo will make the face of heaven so fine. Romeo will make the face of heaven so fine. After this, next point, after this, the whole world will be in love with night. The whole world will be in love with night. Next point, nobody is going to pay worship. Nobody is going to pay worship to the garish sun. Nobody is going to pay worship to the garish sun, who is not attractive. Next point, by these phrases and expressions, Juliet is expressing her true and immortal love feelings for Romeo. Her true and immortal love feelings for Romeo. Next point, even after her death, Juliet wanted to be with Romeo. Even after her death, Juliet wanted to be with Romeo. So these are the important key points. Now I want you to write down one more questions on today's class. First question. Why Juliet summoned the night? Why Juliet summoned the night and eagerly wait for it to come? Why Juliet summoned the night and eagerly wait for it to come? Next question. According to Juliet, who is day in night? According to Juliet, who is day in night? According to Juliet, who is day in night? Next question. Where Romeo will lie? Where Romeo will lie? Where Romeo will lie? According to Juliet. Where Romeo will lie according to Juliet. Next question. Who lie upon the wings of night? Who lie upon the wings of night? Next question. Who is compared to a new snow? Who is compared to a new snow? Who is compared to a new snow on raven's back? Who is compared to a new snow on raven's back? Next question. Why Juliet calls night? Why Juliet calls night as gentle and loving? Why Juliet calls night as gentle and loving? Gentle and loving. Next question. What do you mean by the phrase? Next question. What do you mean by the phrase black broad night? What do you mean by the phrase black broad night? Next question. When Juliet wanted Romeo to be given to her, when Juliet wanted Romeo to be given to her. Next question. When Juliet want Romeo to cut out in little stars, when Juliet want Romeo to cut out in little stars. Next question. Who will make the face of heaven so fine? Who will make the face of heaven so fine? Who will make the face of heaven so fine? Next question. What do you mean by the face of heaven? What do you mean by the face of heaven? What do you mean by the face of heaven? Next question. Who will be in love with night? Next question. Who will be in love with night? Who will be in love with night? Who will be in love with night? Next question. Who is not getting worshipped? Who is not getting worshipped and why? Who is not getting worshipped and why? So these are the important 1 mark questions. And write down 4 mark questions. First one. How Juliet expressed her true love feelings. How Juliet expressed her true love feelings for Romeo. How Juliet expressed her true love feelings for Romeo. Next question. how Juliet immortalized Romeo. How Juliet immortalized Romeo. Next question. Why the whole world is in love with night? Why the whole world is in love with night according to Juliet? Next question. Juliet's love for Romeo. Juliet's love for Romeo is immortal. Juliet's love for Romeo is immortal. Explain with examples. Juliet's love for Romeo is immortal. Explain with examples. Okay, these are the important 4-mark questions. Students, I want you to go back to the 2 soliloquies, the given extract, read it once again. So after that, I am going to send you the notes, that summary of the poem. Read that summary and answer all the 1-mark questions and 4 marks questions which I have dictated you in the previous class and today's class. And by this we end the poem Romeo and Juliet, the given extract. I hope all of you have understood very well, and once again we are going to meet in the next class, and I request all of you to read the second chapter, that is Two Deer, a short story by Count Leo Tolstoy. In the next class we are going to discuss that. Till then, take care.